Prigozhin has been very critical about the Russian military establishment, and he has asserted that Russian military has not provided him the support that he needed to win in Bakhmut and in other places in Ukraine. So I think that Prigozhin's main objective for this crisis was to basically criticize the high command of the Russian army. The irony is that if anyone else had criticized the Russian army and said what Prigozhin said, they would have gotten 10 to 15 years in jail. In theory, Prigozhin's army is now going to be transferred to Belarus, and his other troops will be transferred to the Russian military. Indeed, they will now be under the command of the people who Prigozhin has criticized tremendously as not being effective, and is essentially stabbing his troops in the back during the Battle of Bakhmut. It's interesting that the crisis happened so quickly that the forces in Ukraine were not able to take advantage of the disarray of the Russian military. So I don't think that this is going to have an immediate impact in the war in Ukraine, but it shows just how overstretched the Russian military is, and whether and to what extent the Russian troops are willing to continue to fight in light of Prigozhin's statements that they have been betrayed. I think from Putin's perspective, this crisis is over. However, the ramifications and the perceptions that remain are not over. And that will be Putin's dilemma going forward. How does he deal with a sense of diminished power and diminished authority when that is what he has relied upon throughout his 20 plus years in power?